In Alien, Earth Episode 7, Boy Kavalier had a plan to implant Ocellus, the eyeball creature, inside a human, although he did not specify who he intended to implant it in. Boy Kavalier and the Prodigy Corporation had a disastrous Episode 7 of Alien, Earth. Joe Hermit almost rescued his sister from Neverland Island. Wendy killed multiple troops with her escaping Xenomorph, and Arthur Silva, Isaac, and Nibs perished. However, Kavalier was also able to gain some positive outcomes from Weyland-Yutani's invasion of the island. Kirsh seized Morrow and his soldiers, a Xenomorph, and Kavalier concluded that Ocellus was a very smart creature. Though he didn't say which character from Alien, Earth would be his test subject, he even planned to implant Ocellus into a human to see if it could speak. Given Boy Kavalier's statement regarding his test subject for Ocellus infection, Joe Hermit appears to be the most plausible option. We already know that Kavalier believes Hermit is stupid, and he stated that he needed someone stupid so they could witness how much Ocellus intelligence improves them. Additionally, he had already tested the Xenomorph on Hermit's lung. It makes even more sense to use Hermit as a test subject after the 7th episode of Alien, Earth. Hermit damaged Nibs, one of Kavalier's highly valued multi-billion-dollar hybrids, and led a botched escape attempt. Wendy has been greatly impacted by Hermit thus far. It's obvious that he's dragging her away from Kavalier and the other members of Prodigy. The easiest way to get rid of Hermit, whom Kavalier despises, is to use him as a test subject. Theoretically, many of Kavalier's issues would be resolved if Hermit allowed Ocellus to infect him. With his brain controlled by an extraterrestrial, he would no longer be able to affect Wendy. In order to protect Wendy, Kavalier may potentially fabricate an accident or assert that Hermit consented to it. Despite some obvious flaws in the scheme, it's just as intelligent as Kavalier believes he is. Ocellus infecting a Hermit also fits Wendy's story. The development of Wendy's narrative will be perfectly triggered if Hermit does become infected with Ocellus. The idea that Wendy feels greater affinity with the Xenomorphs and other alien life forms on Earth than she does with humans has been developed by Alien, Earth. Following Nibs' memory wipe and Isaac's passing, she told Boy Kavalier and Dame Sylvia as much. Hermit has served as Wendy's tether despite her growing disenchantment with others. He is the greatest illustration of the goodness humans is capable of, and he makes her think of the girl she once was. But when Hermit accidentally killed Nibs, that link started to weaken. Wendy will no longer have any motivation to support humanity if Hermit passes away as a result of Kavalier's research. Although she's not quite there yet, some ideas already suggest that Wendy might be a Xenomorph queen because of her power over them. The final episode of Alien, Earth, is likewise titled The Real Monsters, which implies that either the hybrids or the humans will commit a really evil deed. Alien, Earth would have the ideal chance to fulfill both of those suggestions if they killed Hermit with Ocellus.